Yeah, this is what I've been doing with my spare time. I want to make something of it. Welcome everyone to Lycanthropy's Gaming Space. This is going to be an update video, and also one where I ask some questions of the Lycanthro fans out there regarding the channel and streaming and things like that. And I figured so you'd have something to look at while you listen to me blather on, I'd play some Mega Man Maker, specifically a level that I actually created and have uploaded. So if you want to give it a shot, the number for the level will be right up here. You can certainly do that. I got a couple of other levels in the works, so I'm by no means done. And hopefully you enjoy them. Alright, so without further ado, let's take a trip to Build a Mega Man Workshop. Oh, right, I forgot I had to do that. Nobody look. Nobody saw that. Okay, I'll show you my profile here. Yes, online I am known as Junkanthrope, because apparently I had signed up for this a long time ago under my normal pseudonym, but I could not remember my password for the life of me, and I don't think I had a whole lot of luck getting it retrieved, so I went with this. And main reason Junkman is up there, well, I kind of like his Frankenstein motif, so continuing the Universal Monsters themes. And you can see I have one level out of 420 blazing. Total score 5, average score 5, so far I'm not doing too bad. 20 people have played it. Okay, so far this is the only level I've uploaded. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. There is the level ID right there, 555001. Reviews have been generally positive. Okay. Let's go for it. The point hand there will get out of the way. That is a mistake I made. There is no charge here, because there is no Mega Buster. Yeah, all fire weapons. This is all ice and water themed, so going in with fire to kill it. Okay. Right from the start, I do want to apologize. I do have kind of a scratchy throat, and I got holes in my mouth, and I might occasionally clear my throat. I'll edit those as best I can. So very first thing I want to do, I've had a good amount of new subscribers, and also Shinmajin, new to the Patreon. I want to thank you all very much for joining up with the channel, helping out the channel in any way, no matter whether you think it might be significant or not. I'm just glad to have people interested and seeing the channel grow. This is very much a labor of love, but it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. Thank you, Icicle Tech. And just get a mechanical opus out of the way here. Pen something, I forget what. And speaking of people who have given the channel support, I'd like to thank several Maryland local businesses who have been helping me out by leaving my business cards at their checkouts for people to take, and in some cases going even further than that to tell people about the channel. First and foremost, Retro Replay in Bel Air, Maryland. Very fine folks up there. in Joppatown. The folks at Gamers Paradise and Video Village. Also at Joppatown in the flea market. I'm very sorry I cannot remember the name of the store at the moment, but the gentleman's name is Wayne, and he does a lot of classic toys. Along with some classic video games, so thank you very much, Wayne. Also the folks at Regen in Towson, Maryland. And in Abingdon, Maryland. Almost got that. In Abingdon, Maryland, the really great role-playing game store. Always get a little nervous about that jump. Critical Hit Games. Thank you, Wit, the owner there. Always forget I need a magnum bazooka right here. Ideally. And finally at Second Chance Toys in Glen Burnie, John, thank you very much. So, yeah, I've gotten a lot of support from a lot of great people, and I definitely appreciate that. Second thing I want to do, I want to give a bit of an apology for the late video last week. It wasn't late by what most people would consider late. It was only late by about 4 hours. I usually try to upload by midnight on Sunday. But I had one of those times last week for a couple of days where I was just kind of and it made it hard to get anything done. But I managed. So I will duly try to avoid that in the future. But thanks for bearing with me. Yeah, sometimes you just have those days. Okay, next thing. Some of you very sharp eagle-eyed viewers or listeners will have noticed a little bit of a change in the Patreon card at the end of the show. Specifically, it's changed from the post-production work of Matthew Carr Anderson to the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson. Now, there is a reason for that, and first and foremost, I want to assure everyone that Matthew and I have not had falling out or anything like that. We are good friends and always will be. I could have used a better weapon for that. But the thing is, for a while, Matthew was handling the all of the different editing tasks of the videos. Basically, what would happen is I would give him an editing sheet. I usually handle that part a lot better. I would give him an editing sheet, and he would make all of the video corrections for me. Basically because at the start I tried to do everything myself and I was using a freeware program and trying to learn it at the same time. The end result of which I ended up getting ridiculously frustrated. Just terribly so. To the point where if anything was going to kill the channel in its infancy, it was going to be that. Because it was just so aggravating, I didn't want to do it. And of course it had to be done. I usually play this a lot better than this. It's because I'm recording, I know it. But at any rate, I generally, lost track of what I said. Oh yeah, Matthew was handling things for me as far as the edits went. That's better weapon for this. Get away from me. Fuck off. There you go. And he had a much better program for it that he knew how to use. So for the longest time, he was taking care of that, and the process was also teaching me how to use the same program. But he eventually, about 8 months ago, he had to stop doing the editing because he had a lot of work-related stuff going on, just didn't have the time. So I've been actually handling the editing for about 8 months. And I continue to credit Matt because, frankly, without him, I wouldn't know anything about how to do that, and I probably would have quit in frustration if not for him. So, yeah, I changed it to post-production contributions because he is covering the subscription cost of the editing program for me, which is very generous of him. I definitely thank him for that. So, you know, any editing you see from here on out, it's me, but also give Matthew his due because were it not for him, you know, I couldn't still be doing this. Okay, the next thing, the time and date of the streams. So as of right now, the streams are on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. This was something that was chosen based on a poll in the Patreon. So if you're ever wondering what the Patreon polls are all about, well, that's a good example. Now the thing is, I want to get more input on this because, you know, I know there are a lot of people that watch the streams. I see the numbers. Thank you very much for that. So I want to find out what people think about that scheduling that I have. Ooh, that was close. So this is one of the things I'm going to ask for comments on in this video. If you could please let me know down in the video. I have 3 possible days that I could do for the stream. One is Monday, the next is Tuesday, the third is Wednesday, and the fourth is Thursday. So I guess that's 4 possible days. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I would like to know what everybody thinks about that. Probably about the same time as when I would be starting, about 6 Eastern. Mainly because that works out best if I'm doing something during the middle of the week. I don't want to be going too late and lose a lot of people at the end. I'm just thinking a second here. Okay. So please, by all means, make your voice heard in the comments. I want to get as much input as possible. Never fails. I always get smacked by the penguin there. Okay. So the next thing, regarding that and YouTube in general, I need some help on some things. There's a few things that have kind of befuddled me, and I don't really know quite how to fix them. Speaking of fixing, that E-tank, that question mark tank should not be all the way up there. I don't know why it is. They should also be the same color. I'm not sure what I did wrong there, but I'll fully admit to doing something wrong. So the first thing with the YouTube help is the first thing with the YouTube help is in the thumbnails for the videos. And the size of the banner on my channel. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly what the dimensions ideally should be. I've had some times where the thumbnails go across perfectly fine, and sometimes where they're very, very off. Screw you, Croaker. So if somebody can give me an idea as to what the dimensions ideally should be for those things, and also where I can get my hands on either an online site or a freeware program where I can adjust those as needed, I would be very appreciative of that. I get into the home stretch here and I'm starting to run out of things to say. Okay. So the next thing, there's always a question that comes up whenever I upload a video. There's a box that says allow embedding. I don't honestly know what exactly this entails. I'm under the assumption that embedding, it says it allows outside sites to host a link to the, that's pointless, to host a link to the video. The thing I'm concerned about, does that allow people to potentially steal my videos? I worry about that because unfortunately I haven't watermarked anything or anything like that. So if someone could please clarify this. Now, if it's a matter of like allowing somebody to embed the videos so that more people can see them, I'm definitely all for that. But I just want to make sure that's not going to get me into problems with people taking my stuff. Oh, by the way, one very important thing here, there's some kind of weirdness. I think it's in the Mega Man Maker engine, or possibly something I did. But in this boss room, because two boss rooms are adjacent, one of them affects the other in an odd way. And I'm going to show you what it does. If you want to have a proper boss fight here, take the upper right teleporter first. You'll see what I mean in a second. Okay. Hello there, Pirate Man. Let's have a sword duel. Okay. I also received a comment from a YouTuber named Vekanuma. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He had told me that, so I know my subscriptions are public. Now, what I'm assuming that means is that people can see the other channels that I have subscribed to, and can therefore see, you know, whatever videos I like to get. I don't consider this too big a deal. I mean, I got nothing to hide. Most people know me. And, you know, maybe you might find somebody else's cool channel as a result of this. But I just wanted to make sure that was indeed what was meant by that. So if someone could clarify that, I do appreciate it. One other thing, before I forget it, I'll hold off on this boss fight until I do say it. I have been recently having some issues with YouTube chat for the live streams as it regards to OBS. Now, I use OBS for my streaming, and normally I had used previously, when I was on Twitch, the chat through OBS, and it had come out just fine. But for some reason, the YouTube chat comes out very, very small, to the point where the text is unreadable. So I'd like to know if anybody knows a way to either increase the YouTube font size, or if there is another chat widget or something like that that I can use with OBS that will give me the larger font that I need. Right, because right now things are going to be unreadable in the final videos, and I'd like to fix that, obviously. So thanks in advance if anyone can help me with that. Okay, now the funny thing. Yeah, this is what happens if you go to Pirate Man first, because since they're... I don't know if this is because they're right next to each other, or if because Pirate Man did something to the engine. I'm thinking it's because they're next to each other, because this doesn't happen with another boss later. But basically, Pirate Man drains all the water out of both his level and Bubble Man's room. So yeah, if you want to have a proper Bubble Man fight, go into this teleporter first. Anyway, so the last thing is about that too. Future plans for games on the channel. I think this is... I made the level, I can't even remember who I put in it. There are a lot of games, obviously, that I had left partially finished. Not taking a chance. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. This way I can show you the actual Bubble Man fight. As you can see, you have the energy balancer here, so Mega Man can catch all the weapon capsules with his crotch that he wants. No attack, yeah, okay. So a couple of the projects from the previous stream that got cut short that I definitely want to finish up are EG and The Legend of Dragoon. So people who had been with me for a long time will definitely remember these two. There we go. This is how the Bubble Man fight should go. Yeah, that's how it should be. Chase the key around. What I'm kind of divided on is whether I want to take care of those on stream or off stream. Now, the main reason I would think about doing them off stream is because of the necessary grinding that both games involve. Especially Legend of Dragoon. That's going to involve a lot of off-screen grinding. Oh man, he catches me so much with that damned attack. But if it's something that people are interested in seeing on stream, I'm certainly not averse to it. It's just a matter of figuring out how much stuff I have to factor out later. There are a few others that have been sitting by the wayside for a while. Some of them because I need a little extra footage for them. Like Hero Core comes to mind on that. And some of them because I still want to do bonus videos for them. The two most prominent for that would be Bloody Wolf and Deja Vu. And I am going to do Deja Vu 2 at some point, but I want to get the bonus stuff for the first one out of the way first. So, you know, there's lots in the pipeline. No need to worry about not having stuff to watch and listen to me extol virtuosity or something like that about. Finally, one thing as far as a kind of programming note, I guess you could say. We are very rapidly approaching the end of XCOM Enemy Within. Matter of fact, there is only one episode left to go. There will be at least one bonus video for it later down the line, but yeah, the game proper is almost done. And I'm going to be kind of sad to see it go. But there is going to be more long-term games, of course. Now, I have two in mind, but the thing is, I'm going to hold off on starting the next long-term for several weeks. And this is for a couple of reasons. So I'm trying to remember who is where here. Alright, I placed everyone. I can't remember where the hell they are. So, the first reason is the next long-term coming up, or one of the next ones, is Castlevania Portrait of Ruin at long last. But there's a lot of stuff that I have to do for completion, and some things that I need to edit around. Like I needed to edit some of the talky bits into various places, because those who remember my stream know I was notorious for forgetting about that. So I ended up doing a lot of the talks in a separate video, and I have to figure out where exactly to put them. That could have gone better. But the other reason Castlevania is going to be put off for a little bit, there was another game that I did a long time ago on stream that will coincide very well with 2 upcoming holidays. And as a matter of fact, I timed it out as to how everything will work. And if I wait to a certain day to do it, it will start on one of those holidays. Damn, I thought I could avoid all the fish. Not every day you hear that, huh? But if I time it out as I planned, it will start on one of the holidays and end on the other. And that's just too good a deal to pass up. So, for a while we're going to have just 2 videos a week on the channel. The other advantage to that, it gives me time to catch up on some real-world things that I've been putting off. In fact, just to give you an idea of exactly how much of a procrastinator I am, these are things that I wanted to do when I took the spring break. Some couldn't be done, unfortunately, then. But one of them now can, and I'm definitely going to do it. And just to give you an idea what that is, I finally got my hands on a 3D printer. I want to thank Patreon supporter Mike Panza for that. It's his, and he's lending it to me on a trial basis. So I want to see what I can do with that. And that'll require some learning curves, so that'll give me a little more time to figure all that out. Oops. Yeah, fear not. I'm not permanently stopping the 3 videos. Just giving a break for a little bit. And there it was, We Didn't Start the Fire. And there's the level ID if you'd like to play that yourself. Now that I've shown you exactly who's weak to what. So, spoilers. But that is everything that I wanted to discuss. So, thank you very much for indulging me, and I hope you enjoyed the level. I thank you all very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Whether you're a patron, whether you are an occasional watcher, a subscriber, for whatever you have done in any way for the channel, thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you. And in closing, I would just like to say, whatever you happen to have pieces of mechanical junk around, make the best of it. So, take care, everyone. Until we game again. This episode's Cold Call was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, T.I.O.D., Jumpy Cat, Shin Majin, the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my warm welcome Lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.